I, the Bishop of Money, hereby post my first theater review. This review is of Past Curfew, a festival of one acts, performed by Yahtzee, that is, Young Actors Theatre Company, performed at Balagan Theatre. Note, I haven't actually seen it yet, so my word may or may not be valid depending on what you think of it. Then again, that's always the case. Okay, here goes. I am a teenager. They are doing plays about teenage life, told by teenagers. Basic premise of it. Good. One act. Nice, short pieces. Now the review. It's a good theater company. I know people in it, so I'm going to try not to be too personal with this. I direct this not just at them, but at all people who are doing realism, or a slice of life, or a day in the life of, or call it what you will. It's not my thing. It may be some people's thing, but it's not mine. As I said, I'm a teenager. I don't need you to tell me what my life is. And you're up there saying, but this isn't your life. We're just saying it's a teenager's life. It's some of the worst case scenario teenager lives. But if you're trying to pass it off as someone I know, in order to make me feel more attached to the story, in order for me to be able to relate better, it's either regurgitating my life to me, which I really don't need because I'm living my life, or you're giving me something that has no bearing on me. In which case, I just think you're trying to pass off some dramatic story as something around my life. It's going to detach me, not attach me to the story. Give me a story with witches or wizards, that's one thing. Or you can give me a story that loops around and around and around, and just spirals in and ends up biting its own tail. A story that makes you think, makes you leave the theater not knowing what you saw. I'm a bit of a surrealist in my writing. Okay, I'm not just going to give negatives, I'm going to give suggestions. My suggestion, this is how I write at least, pick an emotion for each character. Start out each character with an emotion that everyone, not just teens, not just adults, not just children, but everyone goes through in their day-to-day routine. For instance, the last show I wrote, last one act I wrote, ego was one character, the mentor was one, and the pleading child was one. Use those three characters, pick a setting, pick a basis for the conflict, and let it write itself. Don't try to rewrite my life, or anyone else's. Realism is boring. That being said, I don't mean to offend anyone, I don't mean to say you shouldn't go, I mean, by all means, go see it. It's probably going to be a great piece of theater, I know the actors in it are all very talented. I've seen many of those actors work. I have worked with a few of them. In fact, I've worked with a great deal of them, but that's not the point. Those are good actors and actresses putting on plays written by youth, well, directed by youth at least, sometimes written by youth. In fact, most of the time written by youth. But that's not the point. The point is, good theater, good actors and actresses, go see it. don't come telling me that it's good, though. It's realism. Okay. There's the first theater review. Go see at the Balagan Theatre, past Curfew, a festival of one acts performed by Yahtzee, the Young Actors Theatre Company. Again, this is the Bishop of Money giving Seattle theater reviews of both movies and live theater. Thank you.